Bahram Gur and the Wisdom of Practice. Bahram Gur, the great Persian king, was a man of passion, especially when it came to hunting. One day he decided to take his pregnant wife to the hunting grounds to show off his legendary skills. As they waited, Bahram spotted a deer scratching its ear with its hind leg. In a flash, he drew his bow and released an arrow so precise that it pinned the deer's hoof to its ear and the tree behind it. Filled with pride, the king turned to his wife and asked, "Did you see that? Are you not amazed?" But his wife, calm and unimpressed, replied, "Practice makes perfect." Infuriated by her lack of praise and what he saw as a sharp tongue, Bahram fell into a blind rage. He ordered his vizier to take her away, execute her immediately, and bring back her blood-stained clothes as proof. The vizier, however, was a wise and seasoned man. He knew the king acted out of momentary anger and would soon regret his decision. Instead of killing the queen, he took her to his private, hidden palace deep within the forest. He gave her servants and safety, then killed a rabbit to stain her clothes with blood to trick the king. Years passed. The king's anger turned into a heavy, silent regret. He mourned the loss of his wife and the child he never met. Meanwhile, in the forest palace, the queen gave birth to a beautiful son. Being a woman of great wit, she asked the vizier for a small calf. Every single day she carried the calf on her shoulders down the stairs to graze, and every evening she carried it back up to the fourth floor. As the calf grew into a heavy ox, the queen's strength grew with it. By the time her son was 8 years old, educated by the finest scholars provided by the vizier, she was strong enough to carry a full-grown ox up the palace stairs without breaking a sweat. Seeing the time was right, the vizier invited the mourning king back to the forest for a hunt. While the king rested near the hidden palace, the vizier signaled the queen. From a distance, Bahram noticed a woman carrying a massive ox on her shoulders, climbing the stairs of a beautiful palace. He was stunned by her incredible strength. "I wish I had a wife as remarkable as her," he sighed to himself. Suddenly, a young boy, about 8 years old, walked out of the palace. With no fear and perfect grace, he invited the king to dine with his mother. Looking at the boy, Bahram burst into tears. "If I hadn't been so cruel," he wept to the vizier, "my own son would have been this boy's age today." They entered the palace and were served a magnificent feast. The king was desperate to meet the mysterious woman, but she remained behind a golden curtain. Finally, he could not contain his curiosity. "How is it possible for a woman to carry an ox up 4 flights of stairs?" he asked. From behind the curtain, a familiar voice replied, "Practice makes perfect." The king froze. The words hit him like a lightning bolt. "Who is this woman?" he demanded. "Her voice, it sounds like my lost queen." The vizier stepped forward and bowed deeply. "My king, I have seen many seasons. I knew your heart would eventually soften, so I protected your family. Today was a gift to bring you back to them." Overwhelmed with joy, the king embraced his wise vizier, thanking him for his foresight. He was finally reunited with his wife and son, learning the greatest lesson of all, that true skill comes from practice, but true power comes from mercy.